my dear friends, welcome to my YouTube channel that is Learning and Programming with Chetan. So, if you want to learn different concepts related to streams in Java, then you can watch this tutorial till the end so that you will be able to understand that how we can use streams and what are the various operations we can perform using streams. So in this particular video, we will be discussing about these 10 points and one by one we will try to solve all of these problems. Okay, so at the end of this video, you will be having a better understanding of streams in Java. Let us discuss about our first point. Okay, so how can we get the stream object? This is the first and the important point. Okay, so how can we get the stream? So my dear friends, we have a stream class. Okay, so in which package this stream class belongs? It belongs to java.util.stream package. Great. So let me give it as integer so that it will accept the stream of integer values. Okay, so stream of integer I am taking here. Okay, so how I can get the stream of numbers? How I can get that? Okay, I can use stream class. Okay, and we have an of method. Using this methods, let me take this list which I have already printed above. Okay, so these are the various numbers, so I can get these numbers in a form of a stream by using stream.of method. Great. So this is one way of getting the stream. What are the various different ways? We will see that. Okay, so let me remove it first. We can also get the stream from our collection object because our main objective is to operate on collection list or collection objects, right? So we will see that in later part of our video. So let me move to the second point, and while covering the second point you will be able to understand about this first point. Great. So stream way we have already seen. Now let us see that how I can convert this integer array in list of integer objects. How I can do that by using the concept of streams. Great. So what I want to convert my integer array list, okay, into list of integer objects. So I'm taking here list. Okay, so let me give its name as number list. Great. How I can do that? So let's do one thing. You take an array. Okay, this is my array class. Okay, great. From this array, let me take the stream. Okay, this is my stream method. In my stream method, let me pass this number array so that I can get the stream. But we're getting some error here. What's the error? So it is saying that this is an int stream, right? And we want to convert this int stream into our integer list. Okay, and my dear friend, this is a primitive type. Okay, so let us first convert it into integer object. So how we can do that? We can do that by using the box method, okay, which is present inside a stream class. Great. Now let me collect it. So this is my collect method, which is a part of streams. Okay, so after performing the operations, if we want to collect the stream, how we can do that? We can do that by using this method of collect. Great. So how I can collect it? So we have an collectors class. Okay, so this is my collectors dot to list. Okay, great. So here we got our number list. Great. Can we print it? Yes, we can do that. So here in my first point, I told you that we can also get the stream from collection class. How we can get that? So this is my list of integer, which is a collection. Okay, so from this we can use a stream method. This stream method is present with all the collection classes. Okay, so this is my stream. Now how I can print it? Great. So I can use a for each method. Okay, this is a part of a stream. Now I want that each item should be printed. Okay, so how I can do that? So this is my system.out. Let me do one thing. Let me print it with a shortcut. Great. So this is my println. I am using lambda expression here and I'm printing it and giving one space in between. Great. So here I am not using any loop. I am not using any iterator. I am simply using the stream method to print my list. Great. Yes, we are getting a output. Great. Okay, so now let's move on to our third point. Okay, so let's see that. So what is our third point? We want to find the distinct items from my list. Okay, so this is my number list. Okay, now I want to find the distinct item from this list. Great. How I can do that? So this is my stream. Okay, from my stream I can simply use a distinct method. Great. Now let's print our distinct list and then we'll see the output. So we already got the distinct items. So here I'm using the for each method, which I've already copied and I already shown you above, right? So this is my distinct method, and using the lambda expression I'm printing it. Great. So I want distinct items of my list. How I will get that? Oh yes, I'm getting it. So these are the distinct items. So this is the initial one, and then we are getting the distinct items from this list. Great. Okay, so this is about our third point. Now let's discuss about our fourth point, that is how we can sort it in ascending or descending order. So I will show you multiple ways of doing it. So till this point it is clear, right? So this is my number list. I have taken the stream of it and I get the distinct items. Now I want to sort it. How I can do that? It's very simple, guys. Here we have the sorted method. Great. So I'm simply using the sorted method if I want to get it in ascending order. So let me run our program and then we'll see the output. So yes, we are getting our output and our list is in ascending order. Great. What are the other way of getting this list in ascending order? So friends, I hope that you know the concept of comparable and comparator interface, right? Still, if you want more information, then I have already created a tutorial on that, so you can watch the tutorial and you can gain the knowledge on comparable and comparator interface in Java programming language. Great. So this is my comparator, and in my comparator class I have one method that is natural order. Great. Let me again run it and let's see what output we are getting. So yes, we are getting our output and our list is still in ascending order. Now I want to get my number list in descending order. How I can do that? You can simply do it, man. You have a comparator. Okay, you can use the reverse method. Great, we have reverse order method. Let me print it now. So yes, we are getting our output and now our list is in descending order. Wow, it's so easy, isn't it? Let me show you some more way of doing it. So as we all know the implementation of comparable and comparator, right? So if we know about comparator, then we have compare method, right? And in compare method, we have two input arguments, correct? Now these are the integer, right? Integer items. So which is a wrapper class, correct? So in wrapper class, we can directly use compare to method. Great. This is the method which you already know that it is present in our comparable interface, correct? Great. So let me print it and then we'll see the output again. So yes, here again we are getting our output and this list is in ascending order, and now I want it in descending order. How I can do that? I can simply get the negative of it. Okay, so when we are comparing it, it is either giving 1, 0 or -1. Great. So I have just reversed it. Okay, so let me run it and then we'll see the output. Yes, we are getting our output and our list is in descending order. So we have already seen different ways of doing it. There are n number of ways. Let me do it in this way. So I just reversed it. Okay, now let us again see the output. So yes, we are again getting our output and our list is in descending order. So my dear friends, I hope that you are able to understand that how we can sort the list in different ways in ascending and descending order. Okay, great. So we have covered till fourth point, right? So now let's discuss about our next point, that is how we can find the maximum and minimum number from the list using streams. Great. So this is my number list. Then from this number list, let me take the stream. Okay, then we have a maximum method. Okay, so this is my maximum method. In this maximum method, let me do one thing. What we need to do, we need to first sort it. Okay, so I'm sorting it in ascending order. Okay, so we need to pass a comparator. Okay, so it need what? It need a sorted list. From that sorted list, it can find the maximum element. Great. Let me do one thing. Let me quickly print it. Okay, so I am directly printing it, but it will return an optional object. Let me first show you that. Okay, so let me run it. So here you can see that we are getting our output, but it is an optional object. So from this optional object, let me get the particular object. So yes, so here you can see that this is our list, and from this list we are finding the maximum item. So how we can do that? That's what we have seen, right? Now I find the minimum item, that also I can get correct by simply using the minimum method. Now let me run it, and here you can see that we are getting our minimum item. So I hope that till now you are able to understand that what are the various operations we can perform very easily by using streams. Great. So finding maximum and minimum is very easy, right? But what if you want to find the second maximum or third maximum or any maximum from the top or any minimum? How you can do that? So that is a bit challenging, is it? Let's try to find it. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me remove this, and within this particular line only we will try to find the second maximum and second minimum from this particular list. Okay, so this is my number list. I get the stream. Now let me sort it first. Okay, so I have my sorted list. Great. Now from this sorted list I want the second maximum. Okay, so this is our sorted list, but it also contains duplicate elements. So let me do one thing. Let me first distinct it out. Okay, so we have distinct items, and then I have sorted it. Great. Now I want the second minimum. Okay, so how I can get the second minimum from my list? So I am using skip method. Okay, so this skip method is used to skip the items from the list. Okay, so here I have given its value as 1 because, so suppose this is my list, and in my list the minimum item is 10. Okay, so I want to skip it, so the next item is 20. That's what I want. Okay, that's why I've used a skip method here. Okay, now what I want only one item, right? So I can use a limit method and I can provide its value as 1. Great. So it will give me a list. So let's do one thing. Let's print it out and then we'll see the output. Okay. So my dear friends, here we are getting some stream object. Okay. So this is my stream object. From this stream object, I want the first element. Okay. So I'm using the method find first. Now this find first will give me an optional object, so I can use the get method. Okay, so now let's print the output. Okay, so I'm running my program, and here you can see that this is my list. From my list I got the second from the last. Great. So suppose I want the third minimum value from this list, so it's very simple. You can just skip two items. Okay, now let me run our program. So here you can see that we are getting the third minimum. Great. Now suppose I want the maximum value, then how I can get that? It's very simple, right? We have seen that how we can sort the list in descending order. So let me use comparator dot reverse. Okay, so comparator dot reverse order method I have used, and I'm changing its value from 2 to 1. Okay, now let me run it. So here you can see that we are finding the second maximum value from our list. Great. So hope you are able to understand that how simply we can do all these operations, right? Now let's move to the next point. So what we want, the three maximum value from the list. I hope that you are able to understand that how we can get the three maximum values. So our list is already sorted, right, in descending order. Great. Now I want only the three maximum items from my list. So what I can do, I can use the limit method and I can provide its value as 3 because I want only 3 items from the list, right? And let me remove it. Okay, why I'm removing it? Any idea? Because I only want 3 items, right? Let me do one thing. Let me remove this CISO. So we will iterate each item, okay, and then we'll print it. So we already sorted our list and we find the 3 maximum, okay, we have limited it to 3. Now let me do one thing. Let us print it, okay. So I'm using the for each method. Great. Let me copy it from here. Great. So let us run our program, okay. So yes, we are getting the top 3 from our list. Great. Let's move to our next point and let's try to find the 3 minimum. So that's also very easy, right? So here now I have sorted my list in ascending order. Now let us run it. So here you can see that we are getting the 3 minimum value from our list. Great. So I hope that you are able to understand whatever we have discussed till now. Now we are only left with 2 more points. Okay, these are very interesting. So let's see it. Now this is my list, okay. Now what I want that from my list, I want to convert that list into map, okay. And the key and value will be same, okay. For example, this is 10, so I will get the key as 10 and value as 10, then 50 as key and 50 as value, okay. So how we can convert the list to map? So let's see that, okay. So this is my number list, okay. Let me stream it, okay. Let us use the collect method. Inside collect we have collectors, okay. From these collectors what we can do, we can use to map method, okay. Great. Now this list consists of integer items, right? So this is my integer. I can use the method reference or we can also use the lambda expression here. Now from this let me get the value. So let me get the int value. Great. So this is my key, okay. What is my value? Value is also same. Great. Let me collect it to the map object. So this is my map which consists of integer as key and its value is also in the form of integer. Great. So this is my map object. Great. So this is my map object and I'm printing it. Now let's see the output. Great. Why we are getting this error? Because this is my stream and we are again trying to add the same key inside my map object. So what I can do here, I can find the distinct first, okay. So this is my distinct list. Now let's collect it again to the map and let me print it. Okay, let me also add one CISO statement here, okay. This is my CISO statement. Now let us run it again. So yes, we are getting our output and this is our map with key and value as same. So each item, okay, so here we are having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? 7 items, 7 distinct items in our list, right? And here we are having 7 distinct key value pair of our map, correct? So yes, we get our output for ninth point and we have seen that how we can convert a list of integer into a map by using collectors.map method. Great. Now let's discuss about our last point. So as you can see that this list consists of duplicate items, right? So let us try to find the map where key is the item, okay, and its value will be the frequency, that is the number of times that particular item is repeated. Great. So let's try to find the solution for this particular problem. How we can do that? So this is my list, okay. Let me take the stream. Great. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to collect it. Okay. So let me collect it I'm using collectors dot. Now what we are doing, we are using the grouping method. It's quite similar to our group by clause in SQL, right? So here we are using a group by method. Great. Now what will be my key? So my key will be an item. So there are different ways. So let me do one thing. Let me directly take the key. So whatever item which I am passing, that will be my key. Correct. Now what will be my value? So inside our collectors class, we have one method that is counting. Okay. So it will keep a track and it will count each items. Great. Let me take this in some object. Okay. In some map object. Okay. So we're getting some error here. And what's this error? Actually, the output of this collectors.counting is in long format, okay, and we are storing it in integer. So let me change it to long. Great. Now we're not getting our error. Now let me print it. Cool. Now let's run our program and then we'll see the output of our last point. So yes, we are getting our output. So this 80 is repeated only one time in our list, right? And 50 is repeated twice. That's why we are getting this 50 item as key and its value, that is frequency, is 2. Similarly, we can see other outputs. So this is my 10. It is repeated twice in this list. That's why we are getting its value as 2. Great. So my dear friends, I hope that you are able to understand about all the points which we have discussed in this particular tutorial. So now I believe that you are having a great knowledge on Stream and you will be able to perform any type of operations using Stream APIs. Still, if you are having any doubts, then you are most welcome to ask me your doubts and your queries in comment section. I would like to wish you all the very best for your learnings. And my dear friends, if you have not subscribed the channel till now, then you can quickly hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any updates of my upcoming tutorials.